I want to show you something today, something I know you probably can relate to and identify with. I'm going to confess this is slightly embarrassing, but it's worth me showing it to you. I want to show you my list of alarm clocks on my phone. Do you see this? This is literally, all of these are alarm clocks on my phone. Now, the truth is most of them are now turned off because of the pandemic, and me not really having anywhere to go allows me to work a little bit more on my own pace. But I want to suggest to you that each of us in some way, shape, or form have alarm clocks. Literal ones that we use from day to day, but more importantly, we have alarm clocks of the heart and alarm clocks of the mind. And just like this alarm clock, our internal alarm clocks are armed with a snooze button. Now, you know what snooze is. Snooze is the button you push to give you the false illusion that you have more time. You don't want to get up, right? So we hit the button, and that button gives us maybe 9 or 10 extra minutes to kind of get ourselves together, only time actually didn't stop, so now we're late. I want to suggest that in the same way, if we aren't careful, if we continue to hit the snooze button in life, it will make us late. Because when it comes to God's timing, not Chronos time, but Kairos time, spiritual timing, God timing, I want to suggest that God timing is unpredictable. That you don't really know exactly what season is due season. You don't know exactly what time is the time. You have to literally be ready because you're not sure when God will call the curtain or open the door or knock at the door or present God's self to you. And to that end, I want you to imagine the danger of wanting, desiring, and perhaps even praying for a life that you end up sleeping on because you didn't get up to move. Song of Solomon chapter 5 shows us this as this woman lies in the bed and the Shulamite woman is dreaming about an encounter with her lover. Her husband, is standing at the door, knocking at the door, but she is so engrossed in her dream that she's loving on him and she is anticipating their moment to connect, but it's not enough to make her get up. And she ends up hearing his voice in her dream, beckoning for her to come to the door. She ends up responding to him with all of these excuses. I've taken off my robe. I've already had a bath. I have already been drenched, preparing myself for sleep. And now you come to the door. And by the time she makes the decision to respond to his invitation and to come to the door, she says, I opened the door for my lover and he was gone. I want to tell you that there are some things in our life that didn't happen. But just because it didn't happen didn't mean it wasn't supposed to. I want to talk to my que sera people who just assume that if something didn't happen, it just wasn't for me. Not true. It's possible that there were things that were for us, but we did not get up to make the moves necessary to open the door and to seize the moment. I'm telling you today that God has made God's move, and now it's your move. It's on you. What are you going to do with the invitation and the opportunity that you have received? Stop making excuses for why you haven't done what you haven't done. I'm telling you today, stop hitting snooze on the alarm clock of your soul. That whether we're talking about your salvation and Jesus knocking at the door of your heart, or whether we're talking about your success and success knocking at the door of your mind and your creativity, whatever end of the spectrum this word applies to you, I'm telling you, you cannot afford to miss this. There's no guarantee that what you've been praying for will keep knocking at your door. What God has for you is for you if you get up. Leave the bed, leave the alarm clock alone, and go make your move. This is your momentum.